For this week's report, the Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce to host their annual economic forecast. The New Hampshire Society of Photographic Artists hosts their 23rd annual exhibit in the Town Hall. The Select Board finalizes the Town Warrant during their bond and budget hearing, and information about deadlines for this year's town election in March. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce will be hosting their annual economic forecast for 2023 on February 2nd. We spoke to Jen Wheeler, president of the Chamber, to learn more about the event.
Hi, Happy New Year. It's Jen Wheeler with the Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am excited to share the news about our 2023 economic forecast coming up on February 2nd, Thursday, from 7:30 to 9:30 at the Seco School of Technology. It's a great opportunity to hear from state and local community leaders about what businesses need to know to prepare for the future in the coming year. Our speakers will be Commissioner Taylor Caswell and Brian Gottlob, and they will be presenting to business leaders and community leaders about how to best prepare and position yourself for the coming year. We want to thank Cambridge Trust for generously supporting this event as our underwriter. For more information, go to exeterarea.org. Thank you.
The New Hampshire Society of Photographic Artists is hosting their 23rd annual exhibit in the Town Hall Art Gallery. Gabe Perez has more information about the event.
Oh, bet you thought that was a real luscious fall afternoon, huh? That's just one of the dozens of beautifully captured images that can be found at the 23rd annual New Hampshire Society of Photographic Artists exhibit. The NHSPA is a statewide organization of fine art photographers dedicated to the support of contemporary photography as a means of creative expression and cultural insight. The group focuses on the education and artistic developments of its members in the community by providing exhibitions, publications, and educational outreach programs. Each weekend, up until the 29th, you can experience a wide range of styles on display, anywhere between conventional prints, gelatin silver prints, digital, and plenty more to showcase, right there in the art gallery on the second floor of the Town Hall located at 9 Front Street, Saturday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. Admission is free, and the exhibit will officially close on the 29th. For more information about their current and or future events, you can once more visit the New Hampshire Society of Photographic Artists website, www.nhspa.org, and visit their events and calendar pages to keep up with the latest schedules. From Exeter TV, this is Gabe Perez.
The Select Board held their annual bond and budget hearing during their January 17th meeting. During the meeting, they finalized the 2023 Town Warrant items ahead of the Town Deliberative session. Here's a quick recap of the meeting. The annual bond and budget hearing is when the Select Board finalizes the Town Warrant Articles ahead of the Town Deliberative session. One of the major items discussed included Article 3 for a new police station and fire substation for $16.3 million.
We vetted several different sites. We had a site out off of Holland Way that the town owned. We had a site, the existing site, looked at that. We even looked, 32 Court Street where the rec is, looked at kind of a PD only because of the size. And then we also had a 2-acre parcel out at 6 Continental Drive that the town purchased, I want to say 2010-ish, right around there, for public safety use. That's a vacant lot that actually fit and met the needs. So through the various process, we narrowed that down to the most viable option.
Another large item was Article 6 for updating a 2021 article related to constructing a solar array.
New Hampshire's cost of electricity is currently heavily dependent on the price of natural gas. That's, what natural gas does, our electric bills do. And it's a global commodity, and events that are worlds away from New Hampshire affect what we pay in electricity. So I see there's an intangible, you can't really monetize it. Maybe you could, but it would have to be a model full with a lot of assumptions that building, more resilient and local source of energy and reducing our dependence on fossil fuels can definitely lead, in my opinion, to a more secure and sustainable future. So just thought I'd mention that as an additional consideration to build these that maybe not are reflected in a financial pro forma.
The town manager's office plans to put together their annual fact sheet for residents to learn more about the warrant articles before the deliberative session, Exeter TV will be working to create short informational videos explaining the articles once they are finalized at the deliberative session. With the town warrant now headed to the deliberative session, here are some important election dates and deadlines for residents, as well as information about available positions residents can run for. The town deliberative session will be held at Exeter High School on Saturday, February 4th. Before most of the local towns switched to the SB2 style of government, they held traditional New England town and school meetings. The annual budget, warrant articles, and zoning amendments were all thoroughly discussed by the voters at one meeting and then decided by a vote of those present. With SB2, there are 2 sessions. The deliberative session comes first. That is when voters can discuss amendments to the budget and warrant articles. This is followed by the voting session of town meeting, otherwise known as the town election. This year, the town election will take place on Tuesday, March 14th. Residents wishing to run for elected office can file in the town clerk's office between January 25th and February 3rd. Open positions this year include the position of moderator for a 2-year term, 2 positions on the select board for a 3-year term, the position of town clerk for a 3-year term, the position of town treasurer for a 3-year term, 1 position for the Swayze Parkway trustees for a 3-year term, 1 position for the trustees of trust funds for a 3-year term, a position on the trustee of the Robinson Fund for a 7-year term, and 3 positions for the library trustees, each for a 3-year term. There are also several positions on the Exeter Regional Cooperative Board, the related Budget Advisory Committee, and the Exeter Elementary School Board. More information about the deliberative session and the town election will be updated on the website periodically as it becomes available. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on February 3rd for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter.